rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Sir, please.
I was gonna give.
You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
Oh, wait a minute.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
I've a mind to let you bleed out. Good luck then, sir.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Oh, blood quality, your blood quality. Oh, okay. Blood of your birth, first need to mesmerize them.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Wait, so am I to do it here? Which, it's funny, this man's supposed to be a doctor, but...
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
No, I don't think you will, bud. So... It's a funny concept that...
To taste a life. To embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden. Such a divine sin.
Hold up, I'm trying to check my phone. It's a funny concept, this game is, because, like, the dude's a surgeon, he's a doctor, and I should have live streamed this from the beginning, but I didn't, so I apologize for that. But, basically what happened was, I just woke up, right? I was a vampire and I just woke up. I don't know what all's been going on. Like, I'm just as new to this. I don't really know anything. I just know how to play the game a little bit. So, I was a surgeon and I woke up in like a pit of dead bodies.
Scowl
Like,
voices in the
dead.
garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
They found me, or I found myself, in a pit of dead bodies, and I was like really thirsty, and everything looked like this, right? So I couldn't see the... Ooh, I'm not going there. But everything looked like that, where it's like a black silhouette of characters. So like I went to go bite this person, right? Because I needed to quench my thirst for blood, I guess. And it was my sister. So that was an interesting turn of events. So now I'm investigating who turned me into a vampire, like what all happened, because like I don't know. Ooh, that's why I can start working on medicine.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Ooh, your life in London. Personal questions.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
What about the management?
Any opinion about the management?
Can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really...
Hint citizens. Okay. Blood quality. So, like, I could kill anyone in this game. That's pretty cool.
Seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Back.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Wait.
What can you tell me
There
about
was
the
something
staff
else
in
I
the
could
hospital?
express.
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
There we go. My phone was being stupid. I had to connect my phone to the internet because it wasn't wanting to work. Yes, nurse.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed.
Hey,
Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions
I will be
first.
right back. Alright, I am back. How is
And
Mr.
Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The Administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Back.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
At least he has manners and
I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I really don't use guns. I do want to sell that though. No, I need that. And possibly that. A wedding ring. He doesn't have any. How much cash do I have? 122? No, I'm good. Man, there's a lot of people around here. Alright, so...
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Yes. What's this? Name of mercy that depend on you. Mercy that I need it. Can I talk to anyone?
Here again.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Personal questions.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried.
Dog, you stink.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Dude, I really want to help this guy.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily route.
I cannot enter.
I really like this game. Like,
Good
it
evening,
doesn't
Mr.
look the
Hampton.
best, but
How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh,
damn.
sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
personal questions. No.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Dude, I really like the outfits in this game. On the second floor, to the left, where all the vacancies are. Hold up. Ooh.
It's locked, all right.
It's in the end.
This must be the place.
This would be my
It's
house.
definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Yeah.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Alright. So, ooh, wait. I am not reading that to you guys. I'm sorry. Aluminum powder. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do some upgrades. I kinda wanna unlock level 10, okay. Photography. Level 6. That'll be helpful. Okay. Increase regeneration. Damage regeneration. Medical bag. I think that'll come in handy. Tactical spring? Former super enough remover, triggering gross damage upon landing. Ooh. Backward dodge. Five stamina use per second. Oh, when walking. I don't think I need that yet. I want to do that. Big thirst, increase your blood absorption. Increased blood capacity. Yeah. Okay. How much is this? 1,000? Okay, and confirm. Okay. Okay, I don't have I need to start gathering stuff.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
Ooh,
I have so much time now.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, I'm back at level 1. That gives me Blood Spear, Shadow Mist, and Claws. For this fire can take time to charge, but it's typically effective medium to long range and powerful supernatural. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And then I want to increase my health. And then increase my stamina. Over here. Nah, I don't need that yet. I want to increase regeneration. And then I don't need that. Blood capacity. Blood absorption. I don't have enough blood capacity. That's more like it. 300, 300. Okay, so 300 is the cheapest. Confirm. Following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing.
What is it?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our
What
supply
is
of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to... Certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
Yeah, why does it look like she's looking
The
like straight at me?
storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Dude, I love his...
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital.
Dude, I love his
You'll need to go in the
clothes.
back door because it's
Oh
been
my
sealed
God.
off for sanitary reasons.
This is back when
Take this
people
key.
actually dressed.
It opens
at
a small
class
back
when they
entrance at the
actually
end
had
of a
enough
narrow
money to
street.
dress. His
The
tie's
abandoned
too low,
morgue
though. I
behind the
would bring his
hospital.
tie up.
A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way, then. Thank you,
It
nurse.
also needs to go over to the left a little more. Or to the right. I was wondering about blood. Used hacksaw. You know, I bet that actually has... I'm still kind of figuring everything out. Hacksaw 65. And on my offhand. Put that. Sweet. Okay. I want to go upstairs real quick. I know I have a job to do, but of course. Okay. Okay, first off, hospital. Can I? Ah, yeah. Server. That'd be the fastest. I saw something back here though. What's in here? That's interesting. Vampires aren't supposed to see their reflection, yet I have one.
You always need the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
You are beautiful.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Dude, I have nothing to talk about.
It's locked.
Yo, what? Yo. Okay. I'm about to check my phone. You know, the English word quarantine came from, it actually came from whenever the Black Plague was introduced. Well, not introduced, when the Black Plague was a thing, merchants and sailors would actually have to be, docked for 40 days before they could enter the city in case anyone was sick, because quarantine means 40 days in French. I thought it was interesting. She was after the show. Okay. Dude, I don't do well with games like this. Okay, in and out, in and out.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Dude, I hate this so much. I do not deal well with games like this at freaking all. I hate this more than anything.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
So, supposedly, this was found sodium hydrochloride in the morgue basement. Okay, supposedly, this game is accurate to 1918 medicine.
This key will
practices.
surely grant me access to the basement.
To the medicine practices from the 19 teens. And, it was funny because there was a disclaimer in the beginning. There was a disclaimer about, like, not to practice medicine the way they do. Because it was, like, medical standards. Oh no, where'd he go?
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
But I thought it was funny because I'm a fan of old medicine, so, and old medical practices. Oh no. Come on, bud. Dude, I hate games like this. Like, I love it, but at the same time I freaking hate it because... Oh my gosh. Hold up.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Examine.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Dude, how did you see that? Chest
Signs
hemorrhage?
of internal bleeding.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Okay. So...
It's locked, all right.
Oh, that's stupid. Alright. Let's see what's in here. What are you fighting? Oh, you're weak. already been here. What's... Well, I'm picking up the wall. Oh, okay. I really love the way they talk back then, man. They actually talk like they knew how to talk. It's nice. Do I really have to go back up there? Yeah. Find some sodium hypochlorite. What's that? Alright, hold up. Okay. Dude, I don't want to do this. I do not do well with spooky games. And it's like Last of Us, both of the Last of Us games, I couldn't hardly play because, oh my goodness, dude. I about had a heart attack. But I've started it, so now I have to finish it. I wonder... Ooh, 29 trophies? Okay, hold up. He's level 7, so he'll be more difficult. No, there's 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, I suck with guns in this game. Photography in the wallet. I'll look at that later. Dude, why is that? Okay, no, it's just like light textures. Because that's where I came out of. Okay. Love these loading screens, man. Yo, what the heck am I hearing? Okay. He was behind me. Okay. Alright. I've got to get off because dude, ain't no way. No. I'm about to have a heart attack. No. I will catch you guys later. I don't know if I'll stream again or when I'll stream again, but I think this game's pretty fun. I'm gonna keep playing it. Good night, and I will catch you guys in the next one.